Good morning and welcome to the fourth of our Thy Kingdom Come prayer reflections. And what we're doing is we're delving deep into the passage from 2 Chronicles, chapter 7, verses 14 and 15, which says this: If my people, who are called by my name, will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways, then I will hear from heaven and will forgive their sin and will heal their land. Now my eyes will be open and my ears attentive to the prayers offered in this place. And what you'll need for our reflection today is a coin. I have a pound coin here, but it can be any coin that you have, and a cross. I've got a holding cross here, but whatever cross is fine. It can even be a cross just printed on a piece of paper or drawn on a piece of paper. So a coin and a cross. And what we're looking at is this next section, which says, so if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways. So it's that humbling, praying, seeking God's face and turning. And so getting your coin, looking at it and thinking about a verse from 1 Corinthians, which is 6 verse 20. And that says in the New King James Version, you were bought at a price. And this symbolizes here, the coin, that sacrifice that God made for us so that we could be in relationship with him. We are bought with a price. And that price is not a small price. It is the biggest thing that could possibly be. And so when we think about that, we think of the following verses. Will humble themselves. And so with this, that sense of self-reliance, that idea that is so prevalent in our society that we can do it, we can stick it out, that relying on ourselves is the right thing to do, that we can't rely on others. So humbling ourselves is laying that down, saying, God, I need your help. Is realizing that we can do things through our own strength, but that will be through our strength, and so much better to do it through God's strength, to rely on his strength and his plan for us, his power, his resources, rather than ours. And so as we think of that, we say sorry to God for that and the price that he has paid so that we can rely on him, so that we can trust in him. Pray and seek my face. And here again, we come and say sorry for those times where we have not been seeking God's face, not been looking to him, not been wanting his will for us, not been seeking that, where our eyes have been drawn off in other directions. And turn from their wicked ways. Those times where we have actively stepped away from God, done things that we know would not honour and respect him, that price that he paid. So we say sorry for those as well. God has paid that price so that we can be in relationship with him. We can come to him and say sorry for those, and we can be forgiven for those things. And that's why I love the confession that we often use in the six, which says, Most merciful God, Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, we confess that we have sinned in thought, word, and deed. And so those are the wicked ways. We have not loved you with our whole heart. That's seeking God's face. We have not loved our neighbours as ourselves. In your mercy, forgive what we have been. Help us to amend what we are and direct what we shall be. And that's why I love this confession, because it has that sense that although we are saying sorry for what has gone in the past, we are partnering with God in going forward. That it is not just through gritting our teeth and using our strength to resist and to walk with God. It is partnering with God in that. He walks alongside us. He helps us to amend who we are, to direct what we shall be. And what is the goal? That's the end there. That we may do justly, love mercy, and walk humbly with you, our God. Seeking God's face, seeking his will for those around us, seeking his love for those around us. And so we take our coin with all those thoughts of where we need to humble ourselves, need to seek God's face more, needs to turn from our wicked ways. And we give that to God. And that's where we take the cross and we put that coin at the foot of the cross. And we leave it there. We don't pick it up and walk off again with it. We leave it there because Jesus died on this cross that we may be forgiven our sins. We may move on, that we may do justly, love mercy, walk humbly with you, our God. And that he helps us with that. So by putting that coin there, you're saying sorry for those things. You're confessing those things. But you're also moving on. Amen. So, thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a lovely, blessed day. God bless.